What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So I've done this mini series on Retail WoW where I've basically featured the different zones with the removed or reintroduced patch 10.17 items. If you're unfamiliar with what that is, basically a bunch of items that got removed out of the game with Cataclysm got re-implemented to the game in patch 10.17 Retail. Now the cool thing is that everyone farmed these when patch 10.17 came out, but they've kind of been forgotten since. So a lot of them have a really good value now compared to back then. And also, I sold all of mine while I was busy playing SOD. Like, they actually sold, so I had to go and restock. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you guys the route that I personally use in this zone, which is Duskwood this time. And hopefully that's going to help you guys with picking a route and making a lot of gold. Now, before we dive into the route though, big thank you for all the support on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. If you don't have the gold guide yet, you can grab it for 50% off by using the discount code STUDENT. And just know that once you get the gold guide, it comes with a lifetime of free updates. So even when the next expansion, War Within, is released, I just update the same gold guide with the best ways of making gold in that expansion, and I send it directly to your email completely for free. If you already have the gold guide and you're happy with it, consider signing up to the VIP Discord. It's pretty much like a Patreon, but it's just simpler having everything on a exclusive Discord server. So you get to watch all these YouTube videos on the Discord before they go public on YouTube. But you also get access to exclusive content like spreadsheets, you get gold tips, investments, and much more. But that's also linked in the description. Now, this obviously is going to give you a super high market value. Normally, when I do it in a group of 5 people since it's personal loot in retail, and we can split the items whenever we get duplicates. So if we're farming like the Ogre Mage Staff, and I get like a second one, I can give it to someone in the group that doesn't have it, so we can easily make sure that everyone gets the item, but so we can move over to the next item. Very simple stuff. Most of these items have a unique appearance, meaning that they're the only item in the game that looks exactly like this. So even if an item looks like shit, but if it's the only item with that exact look, people will still buy it. Like 9 out of 10 transmog items aren't bought because people want to use it as their personal transmog. They're bought from collectors that want to collect every appearance across the entire game. Now, we usually start out by killing these guys, these ghouls right up here, for the black metal greatsword. As you can see in the bottom right corner of the screen, that's the add-on ATT, telling me what item can specifically drop from this mob. Now, these guys have a kind of weird spawn. Like, sometimes it seems like they're hyper-spawning, but then there's no spawns for a minute or two, and then they start hyper-spawning again. It's really weird, but it is relatively easy to farm that solo. Like, you shouldn't worry about it at all. Simple stuff. Now, once you got that one, you move further down south, specifically to this cemetery right here, where you have the skeletal mage dropping the cryptbone staff, and you have the skeletal warrior dropping the skeletal longsword. Both relatively fast-selling items, considering the fact that they are transmog items, and transmog moves slower than most things. Then you move right west to it, to this cave entrance right here, where you have the Nightwalker armor from the Tainted One mobs. And then you also have bracers. Let me see if I can find a mob with bracers on the loot table, probably inside the cave. But there's also Mad Wolf bracers from one of these bad boys. Maybe I think my ATT is acting up. Always, by the way, always make sure to check this cave, because you have Nefaru dropping 2 different items specifically to her. So, by the way, Mad Wolf bracers and the Nightwalker armor from these two. Once you have those 2 items, and these are also really easy to get because these guys hyper spawn like crazy. Once you have those, you can move over to the next location, which is further down west, all the way to the Volgol Ogre mound. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but you guys get the idea. And down here, there's actually quite a few items to pick up from these guys, depending on which mob you kill. But These warriors drops the heavy Ogre war axe, and these firemongers drops the Ogre mage staff. Those are the two unique items from this exact location. There is more items, like you can get the Ogre armor, for instance, but it shares a million appearances, like this guy with the ironwood tree branch and the large Ogre chain armor. It's not worth going for those. If you get them, that's fine. That's great. You can, of course, post them on the auction house, but I wouldn't stick around until I got those. Just focus on the axe and the staff, and once you have those, you're good to go. You can move on to the next one, which takes place on a Raven Hill, and there's a lot of items on this one. So you want to kill the green spiders because they can drop a shield, the green carapace shield. You want to kill these ghoul-looking mobs. They drop two different axes, the black metal axe and the black metal war axe. And then you want to kill the fiends because they drop the glowing leather bracers. You want to kill like the other skeletons too because they drop swords. You pretty much want to kill every single mob that you can on Raven Hill because like most of them has a legacy item or a previously removed item on its loot table, and the ones that don't, well, you gotta kill those in order to hyper spawn the rest. So just walk in a circle and kill absolutely everything on this cemetery. And then once you have done that, the last part, quite easy, is to just walk pretty much like everywhere on this north side of Duskwood, because there's going to be a million different spiders like this one, Black Widow, that drops the Hollow Fang Blade. Now, you don't have to kill the Black Widows, that being said, because there's another spider type further east of the zone that drops another dagger. But the two daggers, they share appearance. So you can see this guy drops the Venom Web Fang. Those two daggers share appearance, so it doesn't matter which one you get, doesn't matter which spider you kill, like they will both give you the same appearance dagger, but different name though. And once you acquire that, you're pretty much done farming Duskwood. But a lot of items, a lot of different items, and a lot of items with a unique appearance from Duskwood. So highly request you guys to go and give this farm a go. That being said though, we're dealing with collectibles, more specifically transmog. Transmog sells slowly. It's a volume game. You need to have a lot of different transmog up on the auction house in order to guarantee daily sales. As an example is, if you get an item that sells on average once every 100 days, it sounds extreme, but that's pretty normal. Now, imagine if you have 100 items, 100 different items that all sells on average once every 100 days, you should get a sale daily, right? Imagine having 1,000 transmog items like that. You should get 10 sales a day. And that's pretty much how the transmog game works. It's a volume game. You need to have a lot of different transmog like we do, like the people that's been in the gold making community for a while. And then you'll get heaps of daily sales every single day. You just got to recraft, refarm to keep it up and keep the gold flowing in. So that's pretty much it. Appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to check out the VIP Discord, but also the 0 to 10 million gold guide. And I will see all of you guys back in at tomorrow's video. So subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss out on that. And I'll see you then. Have a good one. Bye-bye.